Zimbabwe, how are you folks in all parts of the world? My name is Marshal Commander Phillips Wand. I hope you're so good in all parts of the world. It has been a long time. Thank you so much. But for those who follow me on Space, we've been doing a lot of shows on Space. We've been doing wonders. Yesterday we did a show. We did a show on Space. We had about 370 Zimbabweans, and we were all talking about the Nigerian elections. Thank you very much to the journalists in Nigeria for recognizing what we do. Thank you so much. How are you folks? I hope you're so good. Yes, I've been traveling. Thank you so much for those who have been sending me some love message. I can see my sister. I've never seen you on during the day. I know you work during the night. My sister Nadi, how are you? Thank you so much. As we speak, right, I'm eating my puti. So I'm this woman on net. Right, guys, I am not here for a long time. Remember, I've got a show tonight on the radio. I'm back with a bang in the UK. Thank you so much. We started the show with a song called Tino Sangana. Right, today we are discussing about Zimbabwe election. Remember, we are only left with 120 days to enter the general election of 2023, and a lot of people have been saying, Air Marshal Commander, I was talking to people in Harare 2 weeks ago. They were all saying, why can't you just cancel the elections? Why can't you have a GNU? I don't know about that, but today we want to discuss about Zimbabwe election. What is going to happen? What's happening? Albert Kidakashi, how are you? I tried to look for you in South Africa, my friend. You ran away. You switched off your phone. I'm not happy with you. Taka, how are you? Nice to see you guys. Call all Zimbabweans to come in today, and we have just seen they just ended the Nigerian elections. A lot of people are crying. I was talking to some Nigerians yesterday at a Nigerian community in Manchester yesterday. They all saying the election was rigged. I don't know, why do we always say every election we do in Africa is a rig? Every time every election happens in Africa is a rig. Why do we always say that? So share with your friends and those who want to come in and talk today. Talk to me if you want to talk to me. If you want to send me an inbox, send me an inbox. We are talking about the general election of 2023 in Zimbabwe. So those who want to be added, let me know. Just press a button and then I'll add you. Yes, Zimbabwe. What's 120 days with Albert, I came looking for you in South Africa. You ran away. I'm very disappointed with you, my brother. Even if you ask my brother, Xavier Kaswere, we looked at you, we looked for you, you ran away. Right, guys, we are discussing about the Zimbabwe elections. What do you think? I am sick and tired of people who say register to vote, register to vote, register to vote, register to vote. Why can't you come in as a political party and say register to vote for a certain party? If you're a ZANU-PF, why can't you advise your own people to vote for you? Not just to say register to vote. Right, so today, if I ask people, which party are you going to vote for? Let's not be afraid. We are in a democratic world, a world where we are free to say our things. If we are to go for an election today, which party are you going to vote for? But the reason why I'm here today, I've been asked by a lot of people. People already started sending me some messages. I can see some messages. Yes, we are talking about the general election. Honestly enough, where are the political parties? Somebody was asking me, Ngoma Philip, why can't you invite the leaders? We see you with the likes of Nelson Chamisa, we see you with the likes of Ostalias, we see you with the likes of Mpande of ZANU-PF, but you don't bring them. I want to clear my name. I want to be honest with you. These political parties, they don't think that we are big to give them a show on our platforms. They always want to go to bigger platforms. My platform is not bigger enough to handle the likes of Nelson Chamisa. My platform is not big enough to handle the likes of ZANU-PF. Probably that's what they think. But that will not stop us from coming in and talk about our political parties in Zimbabwe. If we are to vote today, which political party were you going to vote for? Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. No one knows your secret. So if you are to do voting today, which party were you going to vote for? Me, I don't want to lie to you. If I had to go to a vote today, I know where to put my vote, because I know my life, I know where I come from, and I know where I'm going to put my vote, my ex. So, right, today we are discussing about our country, Zimbabwe. We are only left with 120 days. 120 days for a general election to happen. 120 days. Honest enough. Just tell me, are we ready as a country? I was just reading a comment from a politician in Zimbabwe. He says, "Hey, Marshal Commander, I'm free to come to your show." Right, are we ready? Are we ready as a country to go for elections? If I ask you today, as a country, are we ready to go for elections today? Are we ready? I'm asking Zimbabweans today, are we ready to go for an election? 4 months, no campaign. 4 months, the country hasn't given the green light for the other opposition to campaign. And then you tell me that in 4 months, they will cover the whole of Zimbabwe. Guys, we are fooling each other as a country. We are joking. We haven't done anything. We are still far. I'm not having a go on anybody. But you cannot tell me that a country is going for a very important general election. What is the most important thing about a general election? You choose your leader. You choose your MPs. You choose for councillors, for the people you can go and send to go and talk to the president. But we are not ready as a country. We haven't even started preparing. We haven't started campaigning for a general election 2023. What's going on? Where are we heading as a country? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me, guys. Let's talk. I'm not going to spend the whole day sitting here. I have got a show coming up tonight. So, where are we heading as a country? Why are you telling people to vote? When you don't tell them, go and vote for ZANU-PF. Go and vote for CCC. I don't want to lie to you myself. I won't lie to people. I won't tell people just go and register to vote. I will tell them go and vote for somebody. If I'm campaigning for the political party, I'll tell them go and vote for somebody. What do you think about our country? Where are we heading? I was in Zimbabwe. I saw a lot of things. I saw good and bad. Some MPs are doing well. Some MPs are not doing well. You saw the videos I took in Bulawayo. Some councillors are doing well. Some councillors are not doing well. I was in Harare. I saw the street of Harare. Some places are good. Some places are not good. So there are places where it needs to be changed. So what's your take on the general election? If we were to vote today, who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to put your X? The country is divided. Yesterday we held a space whereby the tribal on that space was unbelievable. Once you start talking about a ruling party, you are called names. Once you start talking about an opposition party, you are called names. You are a sellout. This Ndebele thing is still going on and on in this day and age. We saw it on the space yesterday. People don't love another. So where are we going as a country? What do you think about the current president, what he has done since he came into power? Any corrections? Do you think he's doing well? Do you think he needs to be advised somewhere, somehow? I have got no problem with anybody. I'm coming in here just to let Zimbabwe talk, give their point of views. So where are we going as a country? We are facing a general election 2023. We are only left with 120 days. 119 days, actually. What's your take? Who wants to be added? Who wants to come in? Who wants to contribute? If no one wants to contribute, I know Zimbabweans, you are cowards sometimes. You're afraid to be seen talking about your country. But I saw Zimbabweans yesterday when we were talking about a journalist talking about the Nigerian issue yesterday. I had over 200 Zimbabweans on the platform talking about Nigeria elections. Talking about Nigeria elections. Are you married in Nigeria? Do you have business in Nigeria? Whereby we come in and talk about your Zimbabwean issues. You hide and seek. I don't know. So today we want to start talking about Zimbabwe general election until the elections comes. I've been asked by a lot of people. I had said I'm not going to keep on talking about Zimbabwe issues. So, let's talk about the register to vote. Somebody says, not talking about register to vote. We're talking about register to vote. Right, Albert says, you looking good. Let me put that looking good away. Anyway, to be honest now, Philip, with these guys, we are going nowhere. They think less about us and have a certain reaction when, let me put it there, when people are complain, and after that is dololo. Those are the comments from Albert, a good friend of mine. But Albert, so what is the way forward? If I had to ask you today, Albert, we live in a democratic world whereby even the president of Zimbabwe said, let people talk on social media. The president of Zimbabwe said, let people talk on social media. Let them be free. But there are some people who want to use the president and lie about the president. The president says, let the people of Zimbabwe be free. So if I had to ask you, Albert, which party were you going to vote for today? Why were you going to vote for that party? Why were you going to vote for that party? If you're going to vote for ZANU-PF, let us know why were you going to vote for ZANU-PF. I was in Harare, guys. I don't want to lie to you. As soon as you get into Harare, there is a place called Mbuzi. As soon as you get into Harare, that roundabout, there is a place called Mbuzi. Guys, during the Robert Mugabe, you won't see such a place. It is actually, it is disaster. They put armor squatters all over that place. As soon as you get into Harare, Mbuzi, it's all squatter, a city of Harare, a capital city, a beautiful city. I took a video because, you know me, I'm not afraid of telling what I've seen. I wasn't impressed at all. I spoke to one of the guys who is an MP in Harare. I told him that this is pathetic. And the answer was, that's what he did. He just went, when I went to his office. What I saw at Mbuzi, honest enough, guys, I don't know. But let's not divide the topic and come back to this topic. Why do people say ZANU-PF has failed? I'm not saying ZANU-PF has failed myself. I'm not saying that. I am talking from the comments. Somebody sent me an inbox here. He says, I am going to vote for CCC. But tell me the reason why you're going to vote for that CCC. And I've seen people who says, oh, Nelson Chamisa won't do anything. He has never been given a chance. That Nelson Chamisa. I have seen people talking about this other Watuatum Togazi. I have seen people, why in Zimbabwe do you have 200 and something political parties? Why? When you say you have suffered enough, I am not saying I'm suffered enough. I don't live in Zimbabwe mostly. But I've got so many interests in Zimbabwe. I love my country. It's my country. I want to see whatever government comes in. I'm happy to accept that. But my question is, where are we heading as a country? Given a choice of voting today. Write your comments. Put your comments. Inbox me. Talk to me. Hey, come in. We talk about Zimbabwe. Tell you what, if you don't want to contribute, I won't be coming here and waste my time. Personally, I think people should register to vote in numbers. Let's vote these people out. CCC is my vote. I traveled all the way to Mount Darwin just to register. This is a guy. A guy I respect, I talk to him almost in a daily basis. I'm not going to say where he is. But you can see, this is the democracy I want to see. There is nothing wrong to say I am going to vote for Thokozani Kupe. There is nothing wrong to say I'm going to vote for Monzora. There is nothing wrong to say I'm going to vote for ZANU-PF. It's your freedom of expression. It's your choice. Gone are the days whereby you say, oh, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not going to say. Let me tell you something. CCC is not known in the rural areas. The campaigns are too late. If you go to Pinga, in the remote of Pinga, if you go to Dingane, if you go to Ndangababi, if you go to all those places, Mapanzura, you'll ask some people, they will tell you that we don't know about this political party, but we are only left with a few days to go for an election. Guys, are we having a laugh as a country? Are we joking? We saw Nigeria. Yesterday, I was invited by a journalist in Nigeria. We did a topic for over 6 hours on Space discussing about Nigeria. Nigerians are fighting as we speak today. Right, let me go back to the comments. Remember, Taban Advocate screamed the 16 constituencies with the same result, copy and paste. Nigeria did the same, did the Zim 2000 instead. Cry, my beloved Africa. Mafochola Nyon. He is saying that. You are Zimbabweans, you are watching me talking. You don't want to come and contribute. Then you ask me to come and do a show. Then I ask you to come and put your comments. I ask you to come and live. You don't want to come and talk to me. Then I spend my time, my data, wasting nothing. Talk to me so that I can invite political parties. Nelson Chamisa is my good friend. He's my young brother. Quite a few people in ZANU-PF, I've got good friends. I can invite them here. I can bring Themba Mliswa here. So let's talk so that they see that we have got a platform where we can talk our own things, so that they can see that, oh, we are trying by all means. We are not campaigning for any political party here. I'm not here to campaign for a political party. I don't campaign. I'm a journalist. I'm coming here to listen to all parties. So where is Zimbabwe going? We are facing a general election in 119 days. Divide 100 days, divide by 3. It gives you 3 months. And then you take 20 plus 10, gives you 4 months. We are facing an election in 4 months in Zimbabwe. But nothing is being done. Nothing is being done. And then we say, oh, we are Zimbabweans. Oh, we are Zimbabweans. We saw what happened in Kenya. We saw what happened in Nigeria. We saw what happened in Zambia. We saw what happened in Malawi. They come on social media. They talk as a country. But in Zimbabwe, we don't even have a time. Look at how many number of people we have here. I want to tell the world, we have got a general election in Zimbabwe in 4 months' time. No campaigns have been done. No campaigns have been done. And then we cry. We say, oh, we have been rigged. Oh, we have been rigged. Oh, we have been rigged. ZANU-PF cries, oh, we have been rigged. The ruling party cries, oh, we have been rigged. But you didn't campaign. How long does it take you to campaign? How long does it take a country to cover all the provinces? To travel to Masingo, to travel to Mondoro, to travel to the rural areas, to travel everywhere, to cover Matebelele South, to cover Matebelele North, to cover... How long does it take? We are only left with 4 months. To go for the most important general election in Zimbabwe. Probably the most important than any other election besides 1980. We are not talking about it. We are not bothered about it. We don't tell our parents. We don't talk to our parents. We don't even advise our parents. Go and see other parties on Space. They are serious. Oh, I support it. Oh, it's a divided country. I ask you, who are you going to vote for? Oh, Mia, oh, my father, oh, but you don't want to come in. Oh, well. Maybe I'm wasting your time. I have got plenty of things I can do. But I kindly ask you to come and we talk as Zimbabweans. No one wants to come. And then you think, I don't know. I don't know. The Zimbabwe, I fail you. I have a comment here. Air Marshal Commander, how are you? Inini pachangu ndinovhotera CCC nekuti Zimbabwe yatadza. But give us the reasons. Yatadza kudi. What has they say? I failed. You come in and say ZANU yatadza. Yatadza. Tell us the reasons why it is ZANU yatadza. I think campaigns start when the ruling president gives a statement of official dates for GEs. However, to stop political parties from organizing themselves from the... Okay, that is D. Okay. So, tell me something, D. If the president doesn't... Let's just say president is a human being like any other person. He wants his political party to win. Then he announces the election in less than a month. How are you going to... are you going to say everything is fair? Are you going to say it's fair? A D. Just talk to me, my D. Dylan, talk to me. Surely Zimbabweans, are you telling me as a country that I'm talking boring things here? People cannot even bother to share this video and talk to me. Or let's just talk here. I've been receiving messages. I've been traveling. I was in South Africa. I was in Zambia. I went to Malawi. I went to everywhere. I was in Southern Africa. I went to Mozambique. I met a lot of Zimbabweans when I was on holiday. I was on holiday for 5 weeks. 5 weeks. 29 days. I left Zimbabwe. I left UK on the 15th of January. I came back on the 15th of February. That's a month. I traveled. I met people in Harare. They said, "Hey, Marshal Commander, why have you stopped doing your live shows?" I went to South Africa. You saw me in South Africa talking to Zimbabweans. Why did you stop doing your shows? Then I said, "No, what? Let me listen to the voice of the people." I come in here. We talk about Zimbabwean issues. People don't want to talk. Tell you what, I'm not going to bother and come here. I have got better shows. I have got my radio shows. I have got better things to do. I have got more important things to do, you know. If you don't want to contribute about your country, I don't care. I do this for you guys because I've got the studio to do that. I don't care if you don't want to go to talk about your country. Anyway, right, let's go back. That's what I'm saying. That political parties need to organize themselves and making themselves visible to the electorate. Manjezim, they are waiting. Let me tell you something. I met my young boy, Gifty Ostalas Siziba. I spoke to him. I spoke to my young boy. He said, "Hey, Marshal Commander, anytime you want us to talk, we can talk." That one I know is there. He's a youth spokesman for CCC. There's a young boy for ZANU-PF called James Pande. He's campaigning for an MP in Masingo. I know that. I've got an interview with him. I've got a very big guy in ZANU-PF. I know I can get that. But some of the leaders, when I speak to them, you know, they look at you as if, they look at you and just say, or whether they want me to pay them money so that I'll bring them for interviews. I tell you what, they can forget. I will never pay anyone for an interview, not even a chance. That's what they think. So forget about that. Anyway, let's go back to our topic. It's actually a ploy to shorten the campaign period by this regime, but we shouldn't lose focus. Let's keep on registering. Voting is the way to go. Yes, I understand you, but I have also asked the likes of the opposition parties that if you think you haven't been given enough time to campaign, why can't you do social media campaign? Why can't you call your let me give you an example of Nelson Chamisa, a very good friend of mine. Not meaning that I support CCC. I don't support CCC. I don't. I've never been a member of a political party myself. Right. I only voted once in the UK for Labour Party. So I have always said, why can't, let me just say, Nelson Chamisa, why can't he call his team, Tendai BT and his team, and go to his house and do a live broadcast every week, campaigning by social media, every week, and campaign by social media, every week, a live Facebook broadcast. If you're not allowed to campaign outside there, but you're allowed to be in your house, you're allowed to do anything in your house. So why can't they do that? Douglas Monzora, why can't he do the same as well? If they are saying they are not allowed to campaign. I'm just asking. Guys, let me tell you something. Don't ever underestimate changing on the social media. Social media is powerful. Social media is very, very powerful. Let me tell you something. Do you know why I'm saying social media is powerful? I think a lot of people saw the video I posted about the sewage in Bulawayo, next to my house. My house, the sewage had gone for over 2 years. You know, like that, like a river. I took a video. I asked the people, the local people. I posted a video on social media. I phoned the mayor of Bulawayo. First, he responded very rude to me. He was rude, the mayor of Bulawayo. Then, I posted it on social media. It moved around. Within 2 days, the sewage was fixed. So don't ever underestimate St. John's social media. So if the political parties are not using the social media to campaign, they will cry. I am telling you this now. There is no way you can campaign in 4 months and win. Definitely, I am telling you. I would love those leaders to come in and tell us why they are not campaigning. They must tell us who because people, they get fed up. I salute you, brah. Let's just not throw away our country. You see, these are the people I want to talk to. He's saying, let's not throw away our country. He knows. Probably support ZANU-PF. Probably support CCC. Probably support MDC. But he's telling us a guided story. Let's not throw away our country. He has got the love of his country. I don't care who comes in, whether it's ZANU-PF, whether it's whoever. I want to see better lives for children. You have seen me. I have got 781 children I look after in Zimbabwe. I love Zimbabwe. I'll die as a Zimbabwean. I have got 781 children I look after in Zimbabwe. I have got 25 children I pay school fees almost every term in Zimbabwe. 25 children I pay school fees in Zimbabwe right now as I speak. 25 children. I love that country. I have got 3 registered charities in Zimbabwe. I have got 2 registered charities in Zambia. I love that country. And I will never stop talking about my beautiful country. Regardless, I won't stop talking about my country. That country is so beautiful. That is the honey of my life. So my question is, where are we as a Zimbabwean? Anyone wants to come in and talk about the situation in Zimbabwe? Those living in South Africa, can you come and tell me whether you registered to vote? Are you going to vote? If you are going to vote, who are you going to vote for? Don't be afraid. Gone are the days whereby you're afraid of voting for your political party. I support Highlanders. I support Dynamos. I support Caps. I am not afraid of saying I support a political party. If I had a political party, I would tell you straight away, I'm not afraid of saying it. It's not a crime. Hi, Roots. So anyone who wants to come and talk to me about Zimbabwe, what lessons did you learn? You know what? Last week, I was talking to my guys from Nigeria saying, oh, we are going to change the government. Oh, we are going. They are crying today, Nigerians. They are crying. They are saying they were rigged. Why is it every time in Africa we do an election, it was a rig, it was a rig, it was a rig? Why can't we notice that rig? They are crying, Nigerians, today as we speak. Go on Twitter. Move around on Twitter. These days, all the live debates are on space. Twitter space, Twitter space. My political party is a Labour Party in the UK. I can only vote for one political party myself. That is my political party. I'm not registered to vote in Zimbabwe. I want to be honest. I left Zimbabwe 20 years ago. So, the law doesn't allow me to vote for two countries. Someone wants to be added. That's Roots. Let me add him. Right. Accept that side. Data is expensive. Right. Musa Musangano. Ngawusimbiswe. Kumasero. Roots is adding you. Check your camera there. It's adding you, Roots. People need to know what they are voting for, not faces. Thank you. Not good English. Roots.
Yeah, ndapinda ndisina camera. Dream road. Yeah, just knock off from work.
When in Zimbabwe, you are afraid of coming in the camera.
No. Why should
I want to ask you, Ruth, you know, I have realized that a lot of people in Zimbabwe, they are afraid of coming in a camera. Zimbabwe doesn't allow you to use a camera.
No. It's not like that. I'm on my way from work, so...
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's
okay. Neither way you won't see me now. If I was home, then it was going to be fine.
Right, Ruth. We are talking about Zimbabwe. Yes. Feel free to use your language.
Yes.
Zimbabwe, we are left with 120 days to go for a general election.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like in the next 2 months we're going to have a campaign.
Yeah.
Where are we heading as a country?
Yeah, the difference in Zimbabwe is the political field play in Zimbabwe this time around is different. Seems like maybe we are still far from going to elections. Kuba ngathi sasekude ngesikhathi sama election kodwa kusele nje ama days and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder why yini into eyenza ukuthi izinto zibe so. If it was kudala kube manje kuyisipithiphithi ngapha nangapha imsindo kuphi na kuphi, but it's quiet. It's quiet.
So why is it quiet?
I wish I could know ukuthi yini into yayenza ukuthi abantu babe quiet kangaka. Is it ukuthi i-opposition yona i-comfortable with whatever they have, or is it they are afraid, or is it they don't have anything to say or to do? I don't know. We have a lot of political parties in Zimbabwe, but no one is doing. We can count them. Singabuya even umthwakazi party, singabuya even ku-ZAP, singabuya even ku-CCC, singabuya even ku-MDC. No one is saying anything. People are just quiet. I don't know why. ZANU-PF is the only party which is campaigning. ZANU-PF is the only party that those people are making noise in the ground. So I don't know.
So ZANU-PF will sleep and then people start crying that they've been raped.
Yeah, mina ukubona wami nje iyona ezibonakalisayo ukuthi iya prepare and i-ready. Abanye nje besides social media, there's nothing happening. Though I'm not saying completely nothing, but a little is being done to showcase or to market yourself. A little is being done, honestly. A little is being done, and to tell you, yazi lento izocosta ama-votes. Why? Because yazi abantu baseZimbabwe information ayihambi kakhulu ta. Yeah, information ihamba slow. The moment abantu bazozama ukuthi sebeqala ucampaign asebenza, it will be very late in such a way ukuthi abantu even u-MP uzothola abanye bangamazi u-MP wasendaweni yabo or wasesigabeni sabo babengamazi bese kuzoba sekulate.
Then people end up voting ZANU-PF.
People will vote ZANU-PF because all ZANU-PF uyabaziwa from last election. Phela ZANU-PF ayishentshi kangako abantu bayo.
Yeah.
You understand? Iyabaziwa from maybe ama-election wa 2014 ngale or 2013 babemazi ukuthi la sino sibani bani. let's say for instance Themba Mliswa babemazi ukuthi sinoThemba Mliswa this side, and mabavota bayavotela uThemba Mliswa. We understand he's independent, but we all know that he is part of ZANU-PF anyway. So I'm just giving as an example. Babemazi abantu eZANU-PF umuntu wababemazi. So nina to market your own. Let's say for Mtwakazi manje phathi ukuthi bafake umuntu wabo manje babuye batshengisa abantu ukuthi nangu umuntu MP wena or nangu ucancel. That needs time. Kudinga isikhathi esiningi to do that. But now check, few months to go. It's very difficult to do that, Baba. I don't want to lie down, right. And it's a fact.
But the roads, if the government is not allowing campaigns, gatherings, why can't they use social media and do Facebook campaigns?
Mina angicabanga ukuthi singamane sithi i-government is not allowing, and then we will start there. Let me take you back usikhathi sabo Tsvangirai ne ngesikhathi sabo Maduku kusase kuyi Labour Party watu basenza i-ZCTU. Believe me my swali ukuthi uMugabe bengavumeli noma yini. Mara people were forcing themselves into the streets. People were forcing themselves into the society. Yazi besikwazi kuvuka kuwomberengo kithi lapha ya besivuka ekseni ndoda amaphepha we-MDC aspread everywhere ekseni sesikolweni. Uma ngalo ukuthi lento yenzeke nini? Everywhere emgaqweni kophi esikoleni ekliniki kugcwele amaflyer nje Tsvangirai everywhere ama poster wabo lawo campaign ukuthi senamadzelo ehlahleni.
You have just reminded me when I was a young boy in 1999, right?
Yeah.
I was in Masingo by the time. Not when Tsvangirai was hot by the time. Kwaba le frama mina eyabuya yaphosela amaphepha ayebhalwe
yaphosela amaphepha ya iflama china befika lahlela amaphepha uwabone flyer everywhere
yafika yathela amaphepha itown yonke ayebhalwe vote for.
Exactly. So now mina why do you think ZANU-PF izovuma ukuthi okay ambano campaign? Do you think they have time to say that? They can't, but you need to push yourself into whether they like it or not. Because it's a strategy as ZANU-PF yabo yokuwina le. So if you allow them to definitely they are winning on their own strategy. They need people to force themselves into the society, force themselves to campaign, force themselves to hold meetings. That's why when Tsvangirai bebe that's why when Tsvangirai bebe chawa. Because they knew no one enforced them the right way. So if they find everything, then you lose it. You lose it. That's the Ilona says Zimbabwe not imitated as such. That's how ZANU-PF play their own game. So now ama political parties as Zimbabwe manje sengathi ngamagwala abantu because they can't do it. Definitely they can't do it. We only see last week that Chapman guy who did try to do something. Believe me, with the social media now, I think when among account ama videos wayenza nama live wayenza a month, baba, they are too much. They are too much. And sithi bheku MP awumalelo MP one we opposition noma ZANU-PF oyenze live. Tell me one.
No, they refuse. They refuse.
Nisho bona ukuziyenzela eyabo i-live ekhuluma nabantu ukuthi mina ngizoba MP mina ngubani oyi-1 omazi okwazi ukwenza live even ka-1 nobody. Ngisho even uchamisa akayenzi i-live. Here in South Africa we saw Abo Mackenzie, they do our lives. We saw Mama Lema Swabona every day ku Facebook. We understand. But in Zimbabwe we don't see. It's either Swabona ku press conference phele kanjani. Asikaze sazwa ukuthi wakune live lesibona abo MyTT nabo bantu sibabona benza ama live. Asikaze sazwa ukuthi ngo7 kune live yakachamisa. asikazosayitwa ukuthi ngo-10 kune live yaka mqondisi moyo or whatever umonzora. Nothing. So believe me, i-social media engaka dawu yazi ukuthi ungaba nabangane bayingaki nge-live nje kuphela, yazi ukuthi ungaba nama-followers ayingaki nge-live nje kuphela. Abantu baku-understand, abantu bekwazi, abantu yazi banye bathanda umuntu ukwazi ukuthi siyambona everyday ku-Facebook, baze bakuthande nje, yabona. Ushentshe imind yomunye umuntu vele kade kuyi-support ezaliphe for long, ngokubona everyday ukhuluma aze akuthande nje ukubona ukuthi lo muntu akusumuntu obhedi njengoba sizwa ukuthi umuntu oje. You understand? But you can't do that.
You know what you've just said. I came to Joburg 2 weeks ago, walking Joburg, seeing Zimbabweans, and this guy said, "Oh, I see you on Facebook all the time." You know, I was shocked.
Yeah.
You know, I was shocked.
Exactly. I don't want to let you most mina njengami vele. I used to ukuthi wena mawuthangisa eJoburg ngiyakubuza ukuphi. Fortunately I found ukuthi maybe uyabe ukude nami, but normally mawulana uyapost and ngiyabe ngibuza ukuphi dawo maybe ngikona ukubona. Fortunately i-distance yabe ingavumi, but imagine we never met, but I interact with you even ku WhatsApp, even ku Facebook, lana ama messenger we interact for years. We've been doing that. It's more like I know you personally.
Yes.
So what's the difference? That can work. If it's not abavunyela kwenza ama rallies, why can't they do ama live?
What advice are you giving to the opposition parties, all opposition parties?
Mina advice engizokala ukuthi ngisho kumanje ukuthi at least they must try to listen what people say, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on whatever messages they get. They must try to listen to the people. Let me tell you this.
I want to tell you this today.
Yeah.
My political leaders, let me be honest.
Exactly. Exactly. Let me tell you one secret thing. I reached out to a few people of CCC that are my friends that I communicate with. You understand? Concerning insecurity. Guys, I've got my sources that I have. I can help you on this and this according to information in security and stuff. Can you please link me? No Ostalos. I confronted to Muntofana Maureen Kademaunga. I spoke to this Kwekwe guy. What do you call this guy? I tried to talk to Amos Swire, but they said to me, especially the Kwekwe MP, told me that no, Baba, keep your information. We are okay. We have the security people, so we are okay. You understand? So. You know, Tao, I've been working into the phones. There is things that I know how it happened. So somewhere you can give an advice. It's not that I want to work. I know I'm okay where I am. Just to advise guys on if you see something like this, you mustn't do this or do this. But you just rebuke me and say no. Yeah, it's fine. We have our own and all that. We are the people on the ground, Tao. We see. We interact with the people, we know what they want, we know what they think. So if you can't take advice from people who meet with people in the society, listen to the people when they comment, listen to the people when they talk, listen to people when they sing. Do what people want and say so you can help yourself to plan your way forward, to plan your future with people. I think that's the advice that I can give them because they don't listen to anyone. They don't want to hear anybody.
Thank you so much. I love the way you have made it.
Yeah. So ngiyabonga Tauman, mina ngicabanga ukuthi lama topic aso baba sibali uwabambe almost every day of the whatever, even if it's 1 hour or whatever. At least even a topic political. I want to we have a group on our ward in Berengwane. Group engavunyelwa politics. I did change that thing. Izolo, not guys. We've been in this group for long. We are doing nothing. We have to talk politics. Otherwise, we are doing nothing here. Why are we shy? Why are we afraid to talk some?
Ruth,
Yeah.
where are you? We have got we are doing a road from Dolo to West End. Where are you?
I'm a Puhwa. I'm in Puhwa.
Oh, Puhwa mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are constructing a road ourselves from Dolo to West End.
Okay, that's nice, man. That's very good.
Yeah.
So, please, man, do these topics almost, if possible, every day. Maybe you can help people to decide what their future and everything. Please, I beg you, my guy. I know you hold powerful topics and stuff, and you have got followers. Try to do these topics and help people to decide their future, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ruth.
Thank you, Iswat.
Thank you. Thanks. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay. All right. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah. I was talking to Ruth. Guys, we are Alan Paul. Hello, Max Manito. Long time. Thank you so much. Guys, Manja, how are you guys? Anyone who comes in here, we greet you. Guys, we're talking about Zimbabwe. 4 months before the general election, there is no campaign. All the political leaders, they don't want to come and talk to us. We want to help them. We want to give them platforms, but all of them, when you ask them, they always. I was supposed to talk to Mr. Maduku here about the voting process. He agreed. We did a poster with my love Mama Duku. I did a poster that I was going to talk to love Mama Duku. I planned the date. I did everything. Love Mama Duku. That you're up alive. That's my phone. Last minute, Love Mama Duku switches off his phone. We were supposed to talk about the voting because Joe votes. Then last minute, the data poster with the chatter and I love Mama Duku. Maduku disappears. Maduku. See, right. Then I was supposed to talk to the leader of ZAPU, Mr. Nkomo. Then he said I must talk to his spokesman. I spoke to K. Z. I don't want to lie to you. I don't benefit anything. I don't want anything from them. I am trying to give them a small platform, even though I have got 2 people who follow me. But my voice helps a lot. I am being followed by a lot of people. I've got a YouTube channel where I can post and those people can follow. But when we try to give them, they always go to their own platform. The general election is in 120 days in Zimbabwe. There is no campaign. All the opposition are just sitting on their hands. They are not doing anything. They are not campaigning. Right. Then we'll see where it's going to end. We have not prepared for this general election at all as a country. Not at all. The only political party which is ready for the general election in Zimbabwe is ZANU-PF. Why am I saying that? Because they know that if you don't campaign, they will retain their seats. I am sorry to say that. But we have got to tell the truth. We have got to be honest. We have got to be very, very honest. One, the opposition parties are not given the platforms to campaign on radios in Zimbabwe. They are not given the platforms on Z Zimbabwe TV. They are not given. So that league will offer them. They turn them away from us. It's okay. I don't care. It's okay. I don't care. I don't care. But I am telling you, as a country, we need to be serious. Not just to talk and say, oh, guys, we're facing a general election. Oh, look at Nigeria. They are crying as we speak. I am not saying go and vote ZANU-PF out. I don't want to say that. It has got nothing to do with me. But what I'm saying is, we want to hear your policies. Go to the rural areas and say, Douglas Monzora. They don't know him. You go to Dingani, Ndagababi, Malapati, Mikati, in Binga. You go to Main Cape. They don't know who is Douglas Monzo. They don't know who is Nelson Chamisa. We are all in comfort zone. They are just sitting there quiet as if nothing is happening in 120 days. Then, in the last month of 120 days, then they start running up and down. Guys, don't underestimate it, the social media. Don't underestimate it into the social media. Iyo hii video yandikuita ndine vanhu vaviri hii mangwana nomukaine vanhu 10,000. This little video I'm doing tomorrow inomukaine vanhu 10,000. Political parties regai system yokuti no toita show yedu na Uncle J, toita show yedu na Niki, toita show yedu na Niki. When we are giving you a platform, you can even say, oh, if you think you cannot talk with people like Philip, because I know I'm not that big, and I don't want to be big. I am not big, I don't want to be big. But when I give you a chance to come and talk to the Zimbabweans, I don't need you. We need your campaign to see a free campaign. We are giving you a free. Yesterday I was invited by Nigerians. They call me, Philip, come and talk to us, come and join us. What can you bring? I know that I'm a small thing, I'm just a small, tiny thing. But let me tell you something. Don't ever underrate the social media. Go and see a video I did about sewages in Bulawayo. Go to Bulawayo today and see what they are doing to the sewages. If you want to see how big my voice is. I have got a Queen's Award of the job I do. I'm probably one of the Zimbabweans who was awarded a Queen's Award for the job I do. Probably none of your journalists have been given that. I want to tell you this. Don't ever underestimate people by seeing them wearing jeans. When we ask you, leaders of political parties, to come in and talk to people, then you do Gusaruza. I emailed to Thokozane Kupe. I sent a message to Thokozane Kupe. She never responded to me. I used to talk to Thokozane Kupe. I used to talk to the manager of Thokozane Kupe. But I sent her a message when I was in Zimbabwe. She never responded to me. Never. Because of her pride. Tell me what? You reap what you sow. You will cry. You will think about my words. 4 months, the election in Zimbabwe. No preparation. Nothing. It's like what I'm trying to say is you're all quiet as if nothing is happening. He told my political parties, but it's up to you. You will cry, you will come back, you will ask for these favors. I don't care even if you don't come to me. There are so many people who are popular, or you can go and ask for my interviews. Approach these people and do interviews. People see you. You're on social media. If you think Philippines got no platform, there are people like Ezra. There are people like whoever. There are people that go to them and do live shows and campaign. Talk to people. I come from Philapusi. I am not going to allow anyone who comes to Philapusi and want to stand as an MP in Philapusi when my people don't know him. I've already said that. It's not going to happen in Philapusi. This year, if you come to Philapusi thinking that you will just come because you are standing by a political party to come and stand for the people of Insiza, forget and double smile. We are not going to allow that. We would rather vote the ZANU-PF back in power. Forget about that this year. It will not happen in Philapusi as long as I'm alive. That will never happen. We need people to campaign. We need people to tell us. We need people. We say ZANU-PF has failed. So come and tell us why ZANU-PF has failed. Probably ZANU-PF hasn't failed because you don't want to tell us. We are sick and tired of people saying, oh, 4 months, no campaign. The country is quiet, dead. We can see that things are not working. There is no electricity in it. And let me tell you something. Oh, right. Paul is saying the mistake done by the opposition is that once an election passes, they relax or they just disappear. Only be active when it's about to be another election. They take time to teach. They take time. 1 second. They take time to teach people about voting, especially in the rural areas. I can tell you that I can tell you now that most of the people in the rural areas don't know what by-election. Neither do they know the difference between by-election and national election. Thank you. Let me tell you something, guys. I have got a friend of mine, a brother of mine called Nelson Chamisa, a very, very nice young man, a very, very intelligent young man. If you talk about Nelson Chamisa in towns, they know him. But there are places in the rural areas where they don't know him. So if he doesn't go to the rural areas, how are they going to know him? Because zivi. Go to the rural areas, do monthly videos, 3 minutes videos, open WhatsApp groups of your political parties, do a little bit, and then send it to WhatsApp groups. Buy your relatives data. Those in the diaspora, buy your relatives data. Send my little videos and audios so that people can know. Why can these opposition parties not doing any campaign on social media in their own houses? Dolo, I don't know. 4 months. Take off 2 months is 2 months left. Take off 3 months is 1 month left. In those 3 months, you never know, maybe 3 days, you won't go. Let's say you plan to go to Vlaposi, then heavy rains happen. You don't do that rally. It cancels. It's suppressed. You are planning to go into a campaign in Gokwe. Next thing, member of the party or whoever dies, you cancel that campaign. And then you are telling me that you are ready for a general election as a country. I don't care whether it's ZANU-PF. I don't care whether it's CCC. I don't care whether it's MTC. I don't care whether it's ZAPU. I don't care whether it's the Impo Fund. I don't care. You're not serious as a country. You're not serious at all. You're playing games with people. You're playing games with people's lives. You're not serious with yourselves, all political parties. You're not serious at all. I was in Masingo 2 weeks ago. A young boy called James Pandey, he representing ZANU-PF. He traveled to come and give things to Masingo community. Campaigning, doing a campaign, a young boy. Other people doing the campaigns on, quietly. He came to campaign in Masingo. He did everything. But the other political parties, you're quiet. You're sitting on your hands. I don't know. Maybe you're campaigning. I don't know. If you are campaigning, I raise my hands up and say sorry. I'm not mentioning any political party. I am mentioning all the opposition parties because ZANU-PF is actually doing its job, but the opposition parties are not doing anything. I know that you are saying you are not allowed to campaign, but why can't you use social media? What stops me from talking to Tendai Biti right now in his house? What stops Douglas Monzora to talk to me while I'm here in the studio and Douglas Monzora is in his house? Do I need to go to Douglas Monzora's house in Parotel right now? No. Do I need to go to Nelson Chamisa's house right now? No. I can do an interview with him while he's at his house and talk to him. Hi, Nelly. How are you? Tell me, what are the plans? What's going on? What is going to happen? What's happening? While he's at his house? Is it impossible? No. Is it impossible for me to talk to Nick Mangwana when he's at his house or his office in Harare? No. Look at the comments. The comments are talking. The comments are saying. Read the comments. What people are saying. Zimbabweans, you are a joke. I am sorry, I'm not insulting you. Zimbabweans, you are a joke. All of us, we are jokes. We are actually a joke. We are playing with people's lives. I went to Zimbabwe. I saw how people are suffering. I am not selling the country. I love my country. Social media, don't ever underestimate social media. You are a joke. Pure joke. I don't care. Even if my brother Nelson Chamisa comes in, I will tell him in front of you that my brother, I am not happy, I'm not impressed. And he listens. One of the things I love with Nelson Chamisa, he listens. You tell you, my brother, I listen. He will listen to you. I have got a young brother, a very intelligent and eloquent young boy called Gift Ostelas Tiziba. You saw me with him in Harare. The boy is intelligent. Why can't they send that young boy to come and talk to us? He speaks Shona eloquently, he speaks Ndebele eloquently, he speaks English more than I don't know. Zimbabwe, we are a joke. Asika 31, Asati 31, Asika Kali, Asati Tanga. We are playing games. People cry. I was in Harare. Some people say, oh, Philip, 43 years of independence. We haven't, what. But I don't know. Yesterday, it was saying free education. Yesterday, it was saying free education. On the newspaper, the Herald, it was saying free education. I went to a school where you saw me donating some school, some things, books at a school in the rural areas. You saw me, check my videos. They were telling me that 11 children were sent back home because they didn't pay school fees. But we see on the social media, it says free education. No one comes in and say, oh, that is a lie. Probably the president doesn't know, because the president is saying a free education. So probably we need to ask the spokesman for the president, why are they saying free education when Banarachi was called? I don't know. I was there. I was there. I saw something which, I mean, up to now I can't tell. But I'm going to school was not put. I just want Ziwabana. But you know, where is the woman? 12 kilometers, or less than 7 years, walking 12 kilometers, 6 kilometers a day, coming 6 kilometers, coming, going back. Monas Nababeri. Don't forget, it was Nababeri Kibangani. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the children are suffering. So we want to Banaba no farmer 12 kilometers. Baba was go next door, but to limit to limit that traveling, to minimize that traveling. Sorry. So that's why we need an MP. An MP is very important, but you don't want an MP or one or poor or to new MP. You need you to select your MP. One knows that no, you have failed to run us. So that's why we need my member of parliament. My member of parliament, their duty is to go and report to the president. The member of parliament is there to go and report what is happening in a community back to the president, regardless whether the member of parliament is for a different political party, but is there to represent the people. That's why we say we don't want to be given Umuntu or Zabuya from nowhere. This thing of bringing someone from Kariba to come and represent people at a certain area must end and stop. We say, even people have lost their interest to vote because opposition are not doing enough to convince people they are serious about the change. Are they serious about the change? Zimbabwe, they like it when you talk about sex and porn videos. You say, thank you. We have seen the videos of Amaititi. People, they come in. If Maititi was talking here, we'll be having over 1,000 people here. Which I will never entertain that. I will never spend my time watching such things. My comments are now over 2,000 comments. Madam Boss. And then you tell me that you are serious. Go and see Madam Boss. Akafika dress blue. 2,000 comments. I like your legs. I like your this. I like your this. I like your this. I like your this. Guys, we are not serious about ourselves. Yesterday they were celebrating Manama Awards. Manama Awards. Social media use. You don't even talk about the general election coming in soon. Why can't you approach Nelson Chamisa and tell Nelson Chamisa, please, can you come to Philip's Panda's program? Why can't you tag him? Why can't you tag Thokozani Kupe? Why can't you tag Douglas Monzona to come and talk to us? What are the plans? But you want to know we are not allowed to campaign. Tom Mpunza is had never had talk. We've been trained to this. Even I went to a school of journalism. I did not a journalism, young Uva from Facebook. I went to a school of journalism. This is my certificate. There. That's my certificate of journalism. I did not with the journalism pan up. I went to a school of journalism. You don't say that you claim to be a journalist. The kind of score of journalism. I did not because I'm a radio presenter. I went to a university of journalism. But I'm not that type of person. I don't do that. So tell them they must come. We can bring the leader of an opposition party here. We just put him here. Me, I just stand aside. I ask people to ask questions. I just give you the platform. I give you the platform. Then a leader comes in here. People start asking questions. That's easy. It should never be about campaigns when it's time for election, but delivering the mandates they promised us. If they don't deliver, we vote them or out no matter what political party they are from. Okay? We should follow the Zambian model of voters pattern. Normalize voting people out even if it means the person you vote for is not from your favorite party. Party politics is killing us. You see? If I was not the one broadcasting this broadcasting now, I could have shared this thing more than 20 times to Zimbabwe. You know, yesterday I was invited in a platform where there were Nigerians. I was invited as a journalist to come and ask questions. You know, you could see people sharing, just sharing, pressing share button. You know, some people, they are curious about their country. You know the way they share when they hear anything about their country. Nigeria is a big country, so many tribes. But when it comes to such things, know that they were all there, even though they were fighting on the platform. They were fighting because of, there's too much. There are some people from the north, there are some people from the south. And what I'm trying to say, Mama Muslim, Mama Christians, and in Nigeria, they take that seriously. But let's not dwell there. They want to be big before their time. That's why we treated these people like our fathers, of which they are our civil servants. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I would have loved to have people coming in and talk like your roots when you came in here. But it looks like I wasted my time coming in here talking about the campaigns. Where are we going? What is the direction of? We are left with 120 days. We are left with 119 days. Yesterday it was 120 days left before a Zimbabwe general election to happen. And I would have loved to come in here and see a lot of Zimbabweans talk their mind out. Ask them questions, Zimbabweans. What do you think should be done? If you ask me personally, if I had to be honest with you, me as a Zimbabwean, someone who loves this country, I want to be honest with you. I want to be honest. I'm not here to try and make people happy. I'm not good at that. I think if it was my choice, I would cancel the general election of 2023 because they are not ready. There is no preparation for that 2023. I would have asked the government to call all the political parties and sit down and talk and swallow their pride and talk serious talks and get rid of those who are not working, replace them with those who are interested in working. I am sorry. That is my point of view. I am not saying this must happen. But what I think is Zimbabwe, we are not ready for a general election at all. Because what's going to happen is we are going to have the same thing. We are going to cry again. Another 5 years. I am sorry. We are not ready for this. Maybe the government it didn't give us the time to prepare for this election, because you cannot tell me that we are 120 days before the election. There is no campaign. It's a joke. It's pathetic. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Totally disgrace. It's a joke. I am saying this without fear or favor. It's a disgrace. I am telling you this now. If I was the leader of the opposition parties, Douglas Monzora, Nelson Chamisa, Mr. Nkomo of ZAP, I'll go and campaign in the neighboring countries like South Africa, like Namibia, because there are a lot of Zimbabweans there. I'll hire a stadium to bring all the Zimbabweans to come and listen to. I'll even talk to the people in the diaspora in the UK to come and do a rally like what we saw Nelson Chamisa and Tendai Biti when they came to Luton last time. Personally, if I was the leader of a political party in Zimbabwe, I'll give an example of Nelson Chamisa. When he came to Luton in the UK, it was amazing. It was packed. I would do the same thing if I was the leader of opposition party. Go to South Africa, go to Namibia, go and hire a stadium and bring all Zimbabweans and tell them, because that is the only campaign they can do. For them to wait for Zimbabwe to open the campaign, it's a fallacy. I am telling you, it's a joke. It's not going to happen at the moment. I have seen a lot of people in the diaspora trying to raise funds. Why can't you raise funds to bring those leaders in the diaspora and apply for a campaign? That will help you. That will help you. Honest. That's my point of view. And I repeat, social media is powerful these days. Don't underestimate it on the social media. Don't. Use that social media to campaign. Starting from next week, if I was the leader of a political party, I will use a campaign. I'll talk to the people in the diaspora to help you to put free Wi-Fi. Have a Wi-Fi in your houses and call your team to do a Facebook broadcast almost every week or twice in a week, talking to Zimbabweans around the world. Remember, those in the rural areas, they've got their children who lives in the diaspora. What you need to do is talk to your families in the diaspora to buy you data and use social media. Use social media. That's what I can tell you guys. I know I'm wasting your time, and I know I'm wasting your time. I am sorry for wasting your time, but I love Zimbabwe. I want to see a better Zimbabwe. I want to see a Zimbabwe whereby when I go, people don't look at me. People can say, Philip, come and eat in my house. I don't want to see a Zimbabwe whereby when I go, I'm the one who buys them food. I want to see a Zimbabwe whereby when I go to Zimbabwe, I feel that every child is enjoying life. I'm not saying that is not happening at the moment. Don't quote me wrong. But I want to see a better Zimbabwe. Regardless whether it's ZANU-PF, whether it's what, I want to see a Zimbabwe whereby when I go there, children don't look at me like this and spend the whole day looking at me as if, I don't want that such of a country. I don't want such a life. I want to go to Zimbabwe and see children smiling regardless. What I witness in Zimbabwe, it's so pathetic, painful, disheartening. Whether it's ZANU-PF ruling, I want to see a better Zimbabwe for every child. Why am I talking like this, guys? I have got children who have got no parents. In my children, I have got 15 children who lost their parents at the age one, at the age of 2, one at the age of 7, one at the age of 9, one at the age of 6. I think these are my children. They are in my charity. They are suffering. That's why that's why sometimes when I talk about Zimbabwe, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Anyway, let's go back to the topic. Go and tell your friends to go and register, as it is the way of saying go and register to vote. But go and register to vote for who? I don't tell people to go and register to vote only. I will tell them go and register to vote for Chomolia. I'm not a coward myself. I'm a person of my words. I tell my family, go and vote for Cabbage. Go and vote for Chomolia. Go and vote for REP, because this REP is going to change your lives. That's what I tell my parents. I don't have a parent, but someone who is the same age as my mother, I call a parent. I tell them, go and vote for Chomolia, because I think it's up to you. But I think that's what I do. So to come in here and say, go and register to vote what? Who to vote for? Who to vote for? Remember, when it comes to a general election, there's going to be the elections for the MPs, and then there's going to be the elections of the president. So you'll vote twice. There's a form for the president, there's a form for the MPs. So you have got a choice to say, yeah, my president is doing very well, I'll vote for the president. But the MP is for a different political party. I think this one is better. You can vote there. You've got a choice of doing that. So I'm not going to come in here and tell you. I'll advise you. Yes, register to vote, but don't just register to vote. Go and vote for a political party. Which political party you vote for is up to you. It's not none of my business. But go and vote for a political party. Think twice. Talk to your relatives. Be active in politics for your relatives. This is the most important election in Zimbabwe after 1980. Probably most of you in 1980, you're not born. The 1980 was important because by the time. Let me not use English because it's dangerous. By the time. Saka to bring independence, and it worked very well. After independence, this is the most important election in Zimbabwe. Mark my words and mark my records. If you fail to vote what you want this time, you are going to cry. But I'm not saying go and vote for who. It's in your head. But what I was telling you today is 4 months is not enough preparation for an election. Never. Oh, there is my mother. Let me take off my glasses. That is my mother. She was actually given the name of my mother because she was the sister to my mom. So let me greet you. Hi, Mama. How are you, my mother? Nice to see you there. So, I am not telling you who to vote for, but use your module. Use your module. A module. We call it a module. Your module. Use your module. Some they say modular oblongata, but we call it a module. It's called a module. A module is something which has got everything in it. It's like a computer. Use your computer to think who to vote for. But I am not happy with the political opposition leaders. I am not at all. There is no preparation. Come and tell us why you are not campaigning. Come and tell us why you are not campaigning. We would love to hear that. If you are not allowed to campaign outside, why can't you use social media? This video right now, tomorrow, it will be having over 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. Tomorrow, this video, as we speak, it's going to be shared. By the end of the day, tomorrow is over 2,000, 3,000 people. So if you think that social media is not powerful, you are fooling yourselves. So I'm challenging the political leaders. I am challenging the opposition. I am challenging. ZANU-PF campaigns. ZANU-PF is campaigning. I was in Masuko the other day. I was told that the president is in town. I was in Masuko the other day. I was told the president is in town. When the president is in town, I was in Bulawayo. I saw a lot of police all over. They said the president is in town. It's up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, since no one wants to come and talk to me, I take the opportunity to thank those who managed to send me their messages and the ones who came in. But I won't stop from here. Starting from now, I'll be coming in back talking to you about your Zimbabwe until the general election. If we are lucky, if the opposition leaders want to talk to me, we'll bring them on board. Like last time when I brought Noah Manyika. There are some people who are prepared to talk to me. There are some people who think I'm useless. I don't care about them. I don't care about them. I care about those who think I am okay. I can give them a better platform. I don't care about those who think that they don't come to us. I don't care about them. I care about those who think that they want to change Zimbabwe. Sipepa Kumalo actually say Sipepa Nkomo, the son of Joshua Nkomo. He said to me, we will do an interview, and then he ran away. Lavo Maduku, last minute, I did posters. He ran away. So why do I bother knocking at people's doors? I don't do that. I don't do that. I've got so many things I do. From here now, I'm going to do my radio show. I've got so many occupations. I do a lot. But when I come in here and try and help you, take that with open hands. Thank you for your time. Anyone with questions before I go? Thank you so much. Let's meet on the other programs again. Don't forget tonight, I'm on the radio tonight. You can join me tonight. I'll be on air tonight. I've got some new songs which I came with from Zimbabwe. So join me tonight on the radio. We can enjoy it together. I hope you'll tell your friends that I was here trying to talk to them. Don't say we were fighting. We were talking in general. Thank you so much. Okay. Where are we now? Let's see which song can we use to play. Okay, this one there. We'll close with this song here. Thank you. Somebody sent me a message. Hey, Marshal Commander, can you please keep on doing these shows? I will do these shows if you guys keep on helping me. I cannot just force myself to do shows. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.